Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I know it's been a long time and I think it's time, really time for my favorites for the month of March. Sorry again, I've been really sick last month, so yes, hopefully next month will be better. So let's start with the first one. My first fragrance that I wore a lot for the month of March was Angelys Pear by Nicolai. So I think it's Lizzie who talked about that one and got me intrigued about it. So this one is an eau de toilette. Most of the fragrances that I have by Nicolai are eau de parfum, but still this one has a great longevity to me. It doesn't have a huge projection, let's say, compared to the other ones, because usually her fragrances are quite strong. But this one, yes, in terms of performance, is still correct, even if it's an eau de toilette. So what does it smell like? So yes, what I have in this one is a soft floral with some, of course, there is the note of pear in this one, but on top I have something that reminds me of, that reminds me a bit of L'ombre dans l'eau by Diptyque. So I think it has this. Yes, this common note. What is it? This is it blackcurrant on top? And I have also lots of beautiful citrus. Nicolai, they know also how to do their citruses. They are part of my favorite citruses with Guerlain. So I guess there is something like bergamot, lemon, maybe cedar. You know, these beautiful notes that they know how to make with these blackcurrants. And then I have this note of pear, which is like enveloped by some beautiful and delicate florals. So this is quite a soft and delicate floral fragrance, but that has some fruitiness and sweetness because of this note of pear, which is quite juicy and beautiful. It's really well made to me. And after that, I have like a bed of white musk, which is quite comforting. In the end, it smells like a cuddle from your mum. I mean, this fragrance is really comforting and feminine to me, so yeah, I really enjoyed that one. My next fragrance is a fragrance by Chanel, and this is a green fragrance that I love for spring, and this is Belle Respiro. So I know that this one is quite polarizing. I was going to say, I mean, some people love it, some people hate it, but I think it's because it's quite green. It has this green vegetal aspect, herb note in the opening that some people really don't like. So if you love green fragrances, of course, I think you will love this one. If you don't like green fragrances, just stay away from it. So yeah. And yeah, so I really love this realistic green note of herb. And it's really pretty. It's like walking into the grass. I really love that. It smells like a beautiful garden, but it still has this really elegant vibe, yeah, from Chanel fragrances. I mean, after that I have the note of iris. I have something soapy, a bit soapy also in it. I think it has a hint of rose, something soapy, and I just really like that one. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I wore that one for work a few days in a row, which means something because usually I change quite quickly my fragrances. And when I'm wearing something, I'm already eager to wear something else. So that was really not the case with Belle Respiro this month. I really enjoyed wearing this one, and I think I'm gonna wear it also a bit more for the month of April. So yeah, really nice one by Chanel that I really enjoyed. And yes, I didn't precise, but this is the EDP concentration. I don't have many eau de toilette in this collection, but yeah, this is the EDP. My next one is a Guerlain, and this is a fragrance that I really love. This is Joyeuse Tubéreuse. So yeah, you see that this one had some loves, and it still has my love. I really adore this fragrance. This was the first fragrance from this collection that I bought, I guess maybe in 2016, 2017. And for sure I would repurchase that once it's over, even if now it's quite expensive. Of course, if I can find a good price, it's nice, but to me this one really deserves it. I really love that one. So this one is again a green fragrance. It smells like leaves, stems, yeah, it smells like it has this vegetables opening to me. It's really green. And after that, after having this green part of the flower, I even have of the plant. I even have the flowers. So after that, it's getting more floral. I have some white florals, and to me, it's quite tricky because the tuberose is there, but it's like it's a tame tuberose. You know, don't be afraid if you don't like tuberose. To try that one, especially if you love green fragrances, if you love green fragrances with some vanilla behind, definitely try that one, even if you don't like tuberose, because to me the main floral here is lily. It's not tuberose, but to me, but it's lily. So what I get is green lilies on a bed of beautiful vanilla that Guerlain knows how to make. So yeah, lovely. To me, it has a great sillage, great longevity also. I heard many complain about that, like it's not, it doesn't last, but on me, honestly, it lasts. It really lasts. So, and my skin is drinking fragrances. I have really dry skin, so I don't know. I don't have any issue with that one. I still have whiffs from it in the evening when I'm spraying it in the morning. It stays really, really long on my cloth. So to me, yeah, the performance is good. Yeah, and I just love the scent. So yeah, a really great fragrance for spring. My next fragrance is another fragrance by Guerlain, and this is Angélique Noire. So this one also has the note of pear, like Angelys pear, but here it's not really juicy pear. It's more like a crunchy pear, especially the note of pear associated to Angelica. To me, Angelica is bringing this greenness to the fragrance, but also something crunchy with this note of pear, which I really enjoy in that one. It's also quite spicy. The opening is quite spicy, peppery, so I guess it has some pepper, pink pepper, black pepper. So it's peppery. It's spicy, not as spicy as Annie, because it's often compared with Annie, and Annie to me is too spicy. It smells like a kitchen cabinet, so to me it's not possible. I can't wear Annie at all. But I really love Angélique Noire. And after that, I get something, yeah, I get this beautiful vanilla. Definitely, when you spray it at first, you have this green aspect and the vanilla immediately, but you know that the vanilla is there, and it is there. You have this beautiful, beautiful vanilla behind, but more like a, yeah, spicy vanilla, I was going to say, but still it's bringing quite some sweetness with the pear. So I think it's also quite an elegant one, maybe one that I'm wearing more to go out than for the day, yeah. But I also really like that one for spring, another great one. So, okay, I think that you get the theme here. I love green fragrances, and especially when there is something warmer behind. So this is what you're going to see now. It's getting warmer and warmer in the coming fragrances. So my next one is also a Guerlain. What a surprise. And this is one that is smelling quite vintage, but okay, let's see. So this is Vol de Nuit, but this is the Parfum version. So I also have the EDT that I love for spring, but this is the version that I prefer for the evening or to go to bed, because this is quite cozy. This sits quite close to the skin. So compared to the EDT, this is warmer. They share yeah, some similar notes, of course. So I still have this greenness from the fragrance. Yeah, something green. I still get the narcissus, the iris. I think there is something spicy also in this one. So I'm wondering if it doesn't have carnation, because I know that carnation is a note that is giving me something spicy, but also something vintage, you know. So I think this is what I smell in that one. And I love the evolution. This one has a beautiful evolution. This is taking you into a journey. So this is definitely worth it to me, because I love when fragrances, they do that to me. So I have this green opening, and then I have this floral vintage phase. And after that, I have something really warm and comforting with the iris and the vanilla. And I just love that. Yeah. I definitely don't regret buying that one, and yeah, definitely worth it, and love also that one for spring. Okay, and the warmer fragrances also that sit quite close to the skin and are super cozy to me. I got Equistrius by Parfum d'Empire. And yes, in the end, I got samples of this one, and I was decided not to buy it because it doesn't have great performance, and to me, because of the price, I was a bit annoyed. So still, I loved the scent, and I kept buying samples. And at some point, I thought, okay, it's stupid to keep buying samples. So if I love this fragrance, just buy it, even if the performance is not really great. Just buy it, and I found a good discount on it, so definitely I jumped on that one. So what does it smell like? This one is a powdery iris. It has something smelling quite cosmetic to my nose, maybe like rice powder, violet, yeah, and iris. So yeah, it's smelling a bit cosmetic to me, but it has also this chocolate note that makes it quite interesting and unique, even if it's, in that sense, it reminds me a bit of the Dior range. So I don't remember which one in particular, maybe the Dior Intense. Not smelling completely similar, you know, but it reminds me a bit because it has also this vegetal musk in the base that reminds me of, I think it's Dior Intense. You know, but I love when fragrances have this this mix of iris and ambrette. So this is what I get the most here with this, like a rice powder and violets with this note of chocolate. So really love that. And it has also this, it's not leather, but it's more like a supple leather or suede feel to it that I really enjoy. And it's smelling quite elegant to me also. Like, you know, you're wearing a sweat jacket, or you have a sweat bag and you put your lipstick in it, you know, something like that. Or your powder or cosmetic. Yeah, it has this kind of vibe to me, and I really enjoy this one. Another gorgeous iris and comforting fragrance is Belle. So I already talked about that one last month, but I wore it also for the month of March because I found this one really cozy. Okay, if I can focus. Okay, somehow. And I even finished, I think I found a few more drops in my little samples. Open it, I finished it. So this is one that I love to wear when I stay home, when for the evening also. When I'm staying under my blanket, I don't feel well. It's quite the case recently, unfortunately. But yeah, in that case, this is one that I love to wear. So I love the quality of the iris here. It's really buttery, but I have also the floral aspect of the iris. So pretty. It's a bit powdery. I have something in the evolution. I have something a bit like geraniums, or something a bit spicy that reminds me of rose. So I think I get a hint of rose here. Some beautiful tonka bean in the base. And basically this is what I get from this one. Oh yes, I forgot there is something like a powdery cacao, which is really well made, so realistic. Love that in that fragrance. And this is quite unique. It is hard for me to compare that one with another fragrance because, yeah, it smells quite unique to my nose. And it smells really like good quality. So I love that one. Great creation by Eugene. And Antoine Lee, of course. Talking about Antoine Lee, my next fragrance is also a fragrance that I wore last month, I guess. I kept wearing, but okay, when it's good, you know. And this one is by Trudon, and this is Bruma. Yeah. So, oh yeah, so pretty. So this one smells also quite green. I have a green opening in that one. Beautiful floral iris here. Oh yeah, smells super green. I love that. I guess it's galbanum and iris. And talking about galbanum and iris, I was quite interested lately by number 19. This is funny, but this is a fragrance that never attracted me before, and now I feel like I'm really attracted by number 19 to the point that I'm thinking about maybe getting a bottle of the EDP, because this is the version that I like the most, the EDP and the poudre version. But yeah, okay, sorry for this parenthesis. So that one, yeah, it's a beautiful green and floral. Yeah, I think I get something else, not only iris, but I get some other florals in that one. Yeah, like a bouquet of flowers with a super green. It's just so pretty. Completely unisex also to my nose, like most of my fragrances. I mean, smell. I think all the fragrances that I wore, maybe Angelys pear. I don't know, somehow to me, but yeah, I don't know. It's just in my head. Maybe it smells a little bit more feminine because it's reminding me of my mom, maybe. But yeah, the other ones are completely unisex to me. Such a pretty one. I have a travel size of that one, which is quite convenient because I'm going on holidays soon. So I think I may take that one on holidays because I think that it's a perfect travel spray for spring holidays. My next fragrance is the Guerlain. What a surprise! And it was a beautiful fragrance created by Annick Menardo. And this one is Bois d'Arménie. So this was quite a recent discovery and love to me. I think I got it only last year, this one, and this is such a beautiful, elegant fragrance. So underrated. This is pretty rare to hear about that one, but I think this definitely deserves more love. If you love elegant iris fragrances, warm, if you love benzoin, especially if you love benzoin, you need to check that one. So this has kind of my favorite notes. I love this peppery opening. There's something that's reminding me a little bit of what is it, this fragrance by is it Soul of My Soul, this fragrance by État Libre d'Orange? I think so. It has some, you know, some common vibe and notes, I guess. This one is less peppery and spicy, but it's warmer, it's cozier, it's rounder with the benzoin. It's giving it this slightly vanillic aspect, super comforting. And it has this Gaiacu note that I love. I love the note of Gaiacu also, so yeah, for sure it was going to be a win, and I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, love more and more Annick Menardo creations. Every time I try one of her creations, I just love it. And the only one that really doesn't work for me is Bois d'Argent, but I think it's my skin which really doesn't like that fragrance because it's turning it into something nasty. But okay, you know, skin is what it is. So some fragrances can work on some people. You can smell some fragrances on some people and think that they are really great, and when you try on your skin you think that's a nightmare. But you know, that's the magic of it all. You need to try the fragrances and they need to work on your skin, and this one definitely works for me. Okay, my next fragrance is a green fragrance, but okay, you'll see. So my next fragrance is a fragrance by Nasomatto, and this is Nudiflorum. So this was quite a recent discovery in the sense that I discovered this fragrance only last year, I guess. And it was an immediate love. So I think I tried it at Joyeuse. Yes, I think so, when I was in Paris, and I asked for a sample of that one. And I just fell in love with it. I love it. So maybe you know already, but I also love these leather fragrances by, is it Orto Parisi? Yeah. Kuyum. Yeah, I really love that one, which is pretty strong, but this is, yeah, and there is something in that one that reminds me of it, but this one also really takes you in a journey because it has such a beautiful development. It has a really green opening, you know, green, not fresh, but really green somehow. I don't know what's the opening, is it herb or something like that, but it's like you're walking, you know, into a meadow. You have this green, fresh, yeah, but without being this one, you know that it's not getting to be fresh, but okay, you know what I mean. So it's quite green, and the more you enter into the woods, the darker it's getting, the more animalic it's getting. You know, so this is really one that's taking me deeper and deeper into a forest. So it's getting smokier, so I got something really smoky and leathery. So it's a green smoky leather, and it's just beautiful. A bit animalic, but I think it's because of the leather, maybe the smokiness of the fragrance. I don't really know what are the notes here, but oh, it's so beautiful. It has something floral in the development also. I'm wondering if it's not rose or jasmine. I just love that. I really enjoy that one. Also, don't overspray that one. It's pretty strong, so you're going to kill yourself otherwise. But okay, 1 or 2 spray and you're good to go for the day. And yeah, it's really, really great. My next one is a fragrance by Escale, and this is Ghibli. Okay. I'm sorry, because this kind of cap gets dirty really quickly, so let's make some space for that one too. Okay, so this one, Ghibli, was released in this leather collection. Is it leather collection? But I feel like most of her fragrances smell like leather, which is good because I love leather. But was it a leather collection, a wind? I think it was a wind collection. They all had a name associated to wind, so Ghibli was associated to the wind. Ghibli, and then there was Harmattan, and there was another one I think that was discontinued, which was good, but I don't know, whatever. So this one is the gourmand leather of the 3. I really like that one. The opening, to me, honestly, I was not a great fan because, I don't know, the jasmine in that one, I'm not super fan of it. But in the evolution, it's getting warmer. I have more and more this gourmand aspect of the fragrance, this nuttiness and the leather, and it's just so beautiful. I love when I get whiffs of it. So it's quite strong in the opening, but then when it sits on your skin, it's not that strong after that, but still getting whiffs of it during the day. It has a good longevity, but the projection after that is quite moderate. But I just enjoy the scent. I immediately fell in love with that one. And there are some other fragrances in her collection, in this Escale brand that I really enjoy too. I would really like to have, but of course they are quite pricey, but yeah. So I think there is Mélodie de l'Altaï, which is also maybe a leather that I really enjoy. Rose de Pushkar, so beautiful. Lettres de Pushkar, also these two. So yeah, I really like to have them, but yeah, they are pricey. And Sonia Constant, she definitely knows how to make her fragrances. She creates also fragrances for other brands, and every time she makes something, I think that it's really great. So yeah. So another great one, not definitely something that smells like spring, but a soft leather, I think, is something that you can wear all year round, and I enjoyed that one for the month of March. Okay, so my next one is a fragrance by Lush. I already talked about that one, and this is Confetti. Okay, so these Lush fragrances, they seem a bit messy at first when you smell them, you know? When you spray them, they're a bit everywhere around in the place. I don't know, they seem like they are not well blended, but you have to wait a few more minutes and then the magic is here. I promise. So what I love in this one is the violet leaf note. So you have to wait for it because the violet leaf is maybe the main note in this fragrance, but what you get in the opening is like a ton of coffee and mixed with something which is weird, you know. But okay, after that you have lots of violet leaves. You feel like the coffee is getting behind after that, you know, like it's coming down and it's getting behind with some rose and this beautiful pear note. Yeah, again, there is maybe a theme with pear this month, but I don't know. Yeah, the pear, the coffee, this seems weird, but the pear, the coffee and the violet leaves, it's working really well. I really love this fragrance. It has a huge projection and longevity. It's a beast mode, so don't overspray also that one. And I love to get whiffs of it on my clothes, also when I do in my laundry. I love to smell it in my basket, so yeah, really enjoy that one. But you need to love violet to love this fragrance, yeah. Okay, my next fragrance, maybe you remember I talked about it before. And I got it in a box, and this is Tyger by Francesca Bianchi. Let's see if it can focus, yes. So this one, as you can see, I got lots of love of it. At some point it's getting so addictive to me that I'm thinking I need I need it in my collection, because when this will be finished I will be missing it so much, because it's just so beautiful. So yeah, what does it smell like? So this one has the note of peach, which is quite surprising, because usually I don't enjoy fruity fragrances, and I don't enjoy the note of peach in fragrances. And this is a really sweet, honeyed, sugary peach, which is also something which is not common for my taste. But this is so well made. So this is the top of the fragrance. This is what I get at first. And after that I have like a bed of white florals. So to me I get something like osmanthus, because of course the peach is echoing the white florals. So maybe there's osmanthus there, but this is what I get. I don't know, somehow. And with the leathery aspect in this fragrance, so I guess there is this note of leather also, which is echoing to this, I think, osmanthus. I don't know. So okay, I'm guessing, but and I have something a bit woody also in the base, so I'm wondering if it doesn't have some woody notes also behind, but I just love that one. Definitely smells like a sheep. I think it has oak moss also. Definitely, yeah. Now I'm getting it. Yes, it has oak moss also, and somehow it's making me think of Mitsuko on steroids, you know. So this is the image that I get from this one. Not necessarily a great fan of Mitsuko. This is one that I really need to be in the mood to wear. Also, the thing is that I think there's sandalwood and oak moss in Mitsuko, and these are notes that are usually not working really well on my skin, but here I feel like they are more or less the same notes, and are working really, really well on me, and yeah, so addictive. I think like there is also maybe some violet leaves in that one, which is giving me this leathery aspect in the fragrance, and I just love it. It's getting, this is what is giving me this addictive aspect to the fragrance, because I'm so addicted to the note of violet leaf. This is something also that is really getting me in Confetti, yeah. In that one, the violet leaf is making me so addicted to it, and I have the same feeling in Tyger. So I guess that there is some violet leaves in this fragrance too, and I enjoyed it so much that I had to take a bottle of it in my first Francesca Bianchi bottle, but I really love that one. The only thing is that I don't know if you can notice, but I don't know if the formula changed, but you see, it's the can that I have is much darker and feel less watery. I don't know how to say that, but you know, less liquid than what I have in Tyger. So I hope they didn't change the formula, because this is really the formula that I enjoyed. So yeah, we'll see. And my last one, again, no surprise. I feel like I kept talking about this fragrance for 6 months in a row since it has been released, but I keep wearing it, so this is quite a good point, is Cherry Oud. So as you can see, this fragrance is going down quite quickly, because I keep loving this one and wearing this one, because I just love it. When I want to go out, this is a fragrance that I can wear really easily, which is funny, because usually this kind of fruity fragrances are not my type, as I already said, but I feel like I wore lots of fruity fragrances last month, on top of green fragrances, but yeah. So this one is, no surprise, a cherry with oud fragrance, but so it has this note of almond. I have some red fruits from it, but this is maybe the most, the fragrance that reminds me the most of cherry in real life, because cherry is usually a note that my nose cannot recognize in fragrances. Usually I get almonds and red fruits, but this is maybe the one that is getting the closest to the real cherry. Maybe, I don't know if I can, yeah. So it has something boozy also. It's maybe like a boozy liquor, cherry liquor, something like that, with some oud and something maybe slightly animalic behind. with, yeah, of course, lots of rose. It has lots of rose in that one. That reminds me of a bit of La Petite Robe Noire. So I feel like it's the mother of La Petite Robe Noire, or the big sister. But yeah, I keep wearing that one, maybe not for summer, but as spring is still quite cold in the north of France, I just keep enjoying that one. Okay, now let's talk about my discoveries of the month. They are not necessarily new fragrances, but okay, I've just discovered them and I really enjoyed them. So the first one is a fragrance by Les Indémodables, and this is Escale en Indonésie. So yeah, the thing is that, I don't know if you remember, but from that brand I really enjoy Ambre Suprême and Musc des Sables, and I felt like they were cousins, and I feel like maybe this one is also a cousin of this bunch, because I feel like they share the same beautiful citrus and ambergris. And this one, yes, is I think it's their Cologne. Yeah, I think it's their Cologne collection. They have Escale en Indonésie, Escale en Haïti, I think. And yes, so I thought that Escale en Haïti was the vetiver one, with Haitian vetiver, and that one was maybe the I expected some patchouli, but when I smelled it I was like, oh no, okay, that's not it. And oh, yeah, I really love that one. The citruses here are just perfect, to the level of Guerlain and Nicolai to my nose, you know. So I love when they smell super realistic. I love the notes of citrus in fragrances, and if they smell like synthetic citrus, to me it's a big no. But here the citrus notes, perfect. And the ambergris, just beautiful. So to me this one check all the boxes, smells super unisex to me. I think that men would really love this fragrance. Women who love this kind of fragrance also would enjoy that one. Just love that one. I maybe need to add it on my list, but yeah, somehow it reminds me also of Le Frenchy, but without the lavender, you know. So this is really, really good. Okay, so my next one, I got also this bunch of samples by Raffinade. So these are Francesca Bianchi samples. So the first one was Divine Perversion, which was not really my taste. Okay, I won't spend more on that one. But if you love leather, okay, this one smells really like a sadomaso. She's something like that. Vibe to me, I don't know, but the imagery that I get when I smell this fragrance, honestly, was okay. I won't spend much time on that because I think I would be censored also. So the next one that I really enjoyed, on the contrary to Divine Perversion, which is not bad, but just really not my taste. So this one is Libertine Neroli. So that one, yeah, that one I really enjoyed. And oh yes, such a gorgeous Neroli, but really modern. The thing is that Neroli, to my nose, is a note that can smell really like a grandma, you know. This is a note that is used a lot in cologne and in fragrances like that. So yeah, I feel like if it's not used right to my nose, it can smell a bit dated, but it's not smelling dated at all here. It's quite sexy. Actually, it's not old at all. Oh yes, just beautiful. I feel like I have something like kind of the base that I have in Tyger. So there is something in Francesca Bianchi fragrances that is like her signature or DNA, something like that. In the base of her fragrances, I can recognize that it's something from her. And I definitely get that here. Something like a bit animalic and without a bit dirty, but like sensual. You know, it has something sensual in her fragrances, sexy, I don't know, but without being too strong or too animalic, yeah, too dirty. It's, you know, just a little bit of dirtiness that makes it really attractive and addictive. And you get that definitely with a beautiful Neroli on top. Really love that. This one is really good. I would definitely enjoy a bottle of that one too. So yeah, really like that. Really like that one. And my next one is also a Francesca Bianchi fragrance, of course, and this is Unspoken Musk. So I heard, I think it's Claire talking about that one, yeah? I think she really enjoyed that one, and I really do too. That's funny, because usually I'm not a Musk fan, so, which is really funny, because these two brands, so Les Indémodables and Francesca Bianchi, I feel like they are the only brands who really made me enjoy musk in fragrances, because they have something like something a bit dirty in their musk, which makes it really addictive and attractive to me. And I get that also in Unspoken Musk. So it has some sweetness. There's something sweet in this fragrance, but it's like a sweet, musky, salty, a bit animalic and floral. All that in one fragrance, with a base that reminds me also a bit of Tyger. So there is something like her signature here, and I just love it. It's quite hard to, you know, her fragrances are so unique. It's quite hard to describe, but I have really an impression of a second skin, something super sensual and inviting, and like, you know, like all her fragrances are a soft fur, you know, that you want to get into, to be cozy and feel well. I don't know. Super intriguing, super attractive. I really like that one. As you can see, I wore that one a lot. And I feel like this one also, men would really enjoy that one too, even if it has some sweetness. But I think that men would definitely enjoy that one too. And yeah, I think that at some point I will have to get a bottle of this one too. I really love it. So beautiful. Definitely a good surprise. This was one of my goals this year, to try Francesca Bianchi fragrances. I was able to do so. I also got I didn't talk about it, but I got the Discovery set. So as you can see here. So I tried all the fragrances from the Discovery set, and they were all really great creations, but I didn't really find something that was up to my taste, let's say. So this is how the bottle, let's say not the bottle, but yeah, the kit is like that. So as you can see, some of them leaked a bit, but yeah. And there is, I guess, Tyger in that one. Yeah, as you can see, this sample of Tyger was used also, but yeah, because this was my favorite one. And Sex and the Sea Neroli was some quite good. Etruscan Water too. So there were some really great ones here, but nothing that I wanted to buy. So in the end, yeah, just the ones that I talked about were my favorite ones. Okay, so these were my favorites for the month of March. I hope you enjoyed them. Tell me what you've been wearing this lately, what you've been wearing for this beginning of spring, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye!